Welcome to the fourth episode of the series about English irregular verbs. This time I'm presenting the fourth list of the irregular verbs, and it's the group in which all three forms are exactly the same. Enjoy! Now you will hear 5 examples of irregular verbs listed in the following order. 1. The infinitive, so the basic form of the verb. 2. Past simple form. And 3. Past participle form. Examples. 1. Bust, bust, bust. Examples in sentences. Past simple example. He bust the door yesterday. Past participle example. They were bussed for possession of drugs. Now, think about your own examples of sentences, meaningful for you. One example in past simple and one in present perfect or any other form concerning past participle. You can write them down and say them aloud. Remember, meaningful content is very powerful because you will remember better things you like, you're interested in and passionate about. And now your examples. Once again, bust, bust, bust. Examples in sentences. Past simple example and past participle example. Now the second verb from this list, which is cast, and the forms are cast, cast, cast. Examples in sentences. Past simple example, I cast a smile in her direction. And past participle example, he's cast a lot of smiles in her direction this morning. Now, as usual, think about your own examples of sentences and remember, the more meaningful for you, the better. And one example should be, I advise, of course, to be in past simple form, and the other one should be in present perfect form. You can write them down and say them aloud. Your examples. Cast, cast, cast. Examples in sentences. Past simple example. And past participle example. Now the verb number 3 from our list, which is forecast. The forms of this verb are as following. Forecast, forecast, forecast. Examples in sentences. Past simple example. The Prime Minister forecast the rise in inflation. And past participle example. Snow has been forecast for the weekend. And now, as usual, I know it might be boring, but think about your own examples of sentences, meaningful for you, my dear student. One in past simple and one in present perfect. And now your examples. Forecast, forecast, forecast. Examples in sentences. Past simple example. And past participle example. Now the verb number 4, which is input. Input, input, input. Examples in sentences. Past simple. The man input all the data yesterday. Past participle example. The text has not been input yet. And now Think about your own examples of sentences, one in past simple and the other one in past participle, concerning past participle. It might be, for example, in present perfect. Yeah? Okay, your examples. Input, input, input. Examples in sentences. Past simple example and past participle example. And now the last verb from our list today, which is inset. And the forms of this verb are as following: inset, inset, inset. Examples in sentences. Past simple example: the carpenter inset the map into the wall. Past participle example: the tiles were inset into the tables. And now, as usual, think about your own examples of sentences, my dear student, meaningful for you. One in past simple and the other one in present perfect or any form concerning past participle form. Your examples: inset, inset, inset. Examples in sentences. Past simple example. And past participle example. To sum up, as usual, some good advice from me, my dear student. Keep repeating these verbs 2, 3 or even 4 times a day. Follow that rule for 2 weeks and you will see the progress for sure. I guarantee you that. And remember, success is 90% of work and just a bit of talent. See you soon. Marta.